Both sides draw straight out. Lots of fabricating. Mike just seems to look past a lot of the work. Probably didn't lift off the top. It looks like a simple thing, but there's a lot of pieces to make from scratch. The Bundle Lincoln just got a lot, and the profit a lot lower. Mike is turning his hobby into a business. Now it's serious. His love to resurrect something, it clouds his vision. He's got to get with the program, or he's going to have to shut the doors and walk away from it. Ain't enough. Put me out of my misery. Close the thing. When I was checking out the front inner liner and that front fender there, 3 house trucks fall out with skeletons in them. The Continental job is way over budget before it's even started, and the Swinger has a long way to go before it's done and sold. Okay, so where's the tire? Yeah, they're back here. So Mike's son Connor is on a mission to make some money. We need there's too much junk around here and not enough money coming in to keep the lights on quite going. Swap meet's coming up, and I want to get my old man down there selling. In just a few days, the car craze community of Rust Valley will gather at the biggest swap meet around. See, look at this car. Oh, how pretty that is. Connor's convinced Mike it's his chance to find out a 1972 Sonova Mike had stashed for almost a year. Back the gas lines, brake lines, everything. I don't think wasn't the one to do. It was too much work. It was way too much work. Well, hopefully you learned from my mistakes. I don't. I had a hard time selling stuff because of too much time in front of them. So we're still one piece. You're missing a piece, so it's not even ready. Underneath there, I totally forgot. I haven't looked at that car in 5 days. Basically, I forgot what was left to finish. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to make a couple calls in the morning, see if we can't get the stuff we need up here by Friday. Fire it up. Oh, run it up and down the road. Don't abuse it. Don't just... take it easy. Those are tires. What are we going to do for money on this car? Well, I got at least 25K into it, man. I mean, I know you got too much into it. Sometimes you get attached to stuff. It's not one I really want to sell. I know what I got into it. I'm not going to get it out, so I figured we start at 20. Are you actually, if someone walks up to 20 cash, you actually going to sell it? I'm hoping for 25, but reality rears its ugly head. Gandhi, like Mahatma. You got to generate some funds, man. Yeah, we do. Shock just about killed me. I know. I'll believe it when I see him. He's got an addiction, and it's hard. I hope he's capable of letting go of the keys. I mean, look, I got money laying all around, but there's none in my bank. It's time to start selling shit. You can almost see sheet metal. Well, what have we found? There's a lot of surprises. Mike's crew is standing to 66 Continental. The hours of rust repair they found here is nothing. It's their new problem. They all fix the painted, five different. Holy shit. I've never felt paint that thick. Right now, we'll go for stripping the car, smacking the car. I've learned just stripping the piece off. And I'll be big surprised. It's been hit hard in the doors out free. Looks like we're going to use that whole door skid, trying to salvage this here floor. The metal work another 40 hours. There's a couple of days here on the door alone, and another couple of days here on the top, another 4 days, another top to drop. You always get out of control, the price gets out of control. I need too much cost for everything. You just gotta come up. But I mean, you know, based on the budget, you know what you do. In the budget, too short. All people realize $5,000 is going to be good for you. You've got to use the machinery to put the metal work on. Just doing 3 feet, leave a point. You're gonna have to go through a very white short. Mike has a little further up the road to visit another West Valley neighbor. Park section back in the front. Connor just heard about his dad's latest spending spree. I can't believe my dad came home with a Buick. We're supposed to be selling shit, not buying it. Like, we don't need anything else here. I don't know what to say, man. Hey, Sarah, did you phone Lord Toy order us the 74 man? The settlement for 72 Nova. Oh, yeah. No, but the Nova is great. Well, lucky. I hope my dad can follow through and sell the Nova. If not, this place is not going to survive. Nope. Nope. I don't want to spend any more money on the cars. We have a lot of cars kicking around here already for it. Hopefully we can just put it together with what we got. Yeah, you're already over your budget. How much have you spent already? Not bad enough. I know we charged $1,500, but you have to give us that right look. It's risky. No. If it doesn't look like a muscle car, nobody's gonna buy it. We might go over 100 or two. No. The guy. Well, it's gonna be close. No. I'm gonna go pop the gas out of that other one. Don't yell at us so much. Worst case scenario, we're gonna lose a bunch of money on this thing. Oh, beauty. Turn on the big loud fan for me. The Continental needs to be delivered in a few days, and Mike's calling in favor.
You need this thing painted.
That's a lot of acreage.
I know.
Vern is one of Rust Valley's best painters.
Well, you know what? There's 24 hours in a day and we can work them all. We'll get her in. Appreciate it. I've got a lot of people in the valley owe me a few favors. Maybe it's time to call them in.
Mike's turning the whole of Rust Valley into an assembly line to get the job done.
Oh, yeah. You do a good job, the guy will tell 10 people. You do a shitty job, he'll tell 100 people. What I want
is your Spinnabaker pickup trucks.
I need them both. If you can do the air ride, fuel injection, the disc brake, done deal. We're only as good as our last job, right? Looking good, Carl. Look at all. There's the jewelry now. I was just trying to establish it. It's all be done right. Right in the bottom? Yeah. Good. Don't take it off half the shotgun.
With Rust Valley's help, the Lincoln job is finally finished and on budget.
This is the first car. I'd like to call it the act.
Mike called up and said, "Come and get the car right now." He said, "It's too far. 2 months in the making and 15 years waiting, so after about a month, I nothing to expect. Nothing was all this pieces, so it's off." Buried behind rows of rusty shells in the back corner of his yard, Mike Paul has a very rare car that he's been dreaming of restoring.
Can we keep the hoods too far right? No. I got the car for $1,500. It was a drag car, quarter miler. Look, hammered by Steve. The guy's name was Steve Hammer. Well, back in the 70s or 80s, nobody realized how valuable the car was going to be. They did a conversion into a drag racing car. It's typically built to go down a quarter mile as fast as it can. And then they just threw away all the Beaumont stuff. So open the doors.
It's actually pretty solid.
It's mint. And it's only, what, Abe, a 4-point roll cage, so it's no big deal cutting it out.
Kind of.
But you know what is so cool about this car? Look forward. This is a factory Sport Deluxe. So this is one of less than 650 ever made, and the fact it was a 4-speed car, it's only one of 300.
trade fair. You can't do that. The 66 Beaumont Sports Car. Pontiac Canada started in the one of the rarest muscle cars in the world.
These fenders we could probably reuse.
You might be able to reuse them. Who knows how rough they did it when they welded that to the hood, though. You know this car, about 80% of it has to be renewed to put it back in factory. It can be done, but what a big task.
That's got spare hoods, fenders, grills, the gills we can get, the sport deluxe chrome we can get. You cannot get the back tail lights. Oh, Sean, look at the back tail lights. For 20-year-old, we can get 66 the Beaumont will right around, but just a couple thousand cars.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, I think it'd be cool to bring this back.
Where are we going to bring it back?
Back to life. Pick up spare parts. Put it back to the stock 66 colors. Get straight motor. Or that beautiful flat bucket console interior. Put them all. Done right. It'll be the first dollar photo. What do you think? Great car in the room on this. Let's go. Look at the first car. Got one car for the Belmont. Got another couple 56 to go. It's all there. Glass mechanism. There's our truck. There's our 66 Beaumont. So hard for me to accept Kevin's decision for the car because I'm the older brother. You say it's wrong.
Mike sold this car to his brother for an exorbitant price.
So that was real, just a little bit to 365 or 465 for cars that work.
I hear what you're saying.
Everyone's just moving back up there. Cruising around the street. We're just trying to guide them down the path. Take it easy. My brother didn't care about the car. Screwed him over 2 times in the past. He gave his injury up here. Whatever case, we're gonna suck it up and get it done right. The same thing. You're doing a restoration, you don't want that. Plus, it's the most labor intensive part of doing restoration.
This turned into a major restoration. How many hours are we looking at? How much is this going to affect the bottom line?
The bigger the pain in the ass because now you have to lift the body off the frame of it. Now this is a major problem. Yeah, 55 words for 405 bucks on the book. That's the number to put in the 66 book. I mean, not in that big color. About 6,000 American notes. 2,000. This always right up. First on the kid, and $2 notes again. Think I don't have to spend that much. I can get a $30 something back. And it looks good. Should be okay. It looks good. Well, that's not bad. You just club soda. See this?
I'm not the coolest guy in the world. I think a lot of my car, but once in a while I will ask stop the gas station to clean it out. There's a combination of straw and a banana. Call it the banana.
It means you can get a soda. Put it in a garbage truck. Why move it twice? I mean, the problem is I live in that truck. So now they just let it build up.
What's in your hair?
Put it in the back. Yeah, we're going to recycle those. They're never take over. How did you get sidetracked?
I can only hold my breath for like 4 minutes or how many minutes?
You should be so lucky to get in and put your wine in.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
Oh, yeah. You might get some box beer. Oh, it's not bad.
Like a perfect night. And now, hot on the heels of a thunderstorm, he's racing the ball 66 Beaumont back to the shop.
Oh, did you go there and go? Oh, that's where we're going. Let's get past all the Boston. That's the rain every day. Hurry up. Should be good. Every one of these cars I've had for a long time, and I don't want to be the one that kills them.
Let me go get my truck and see if I can pull you.
Okay.
I don't want to get any closer because I get stuck under the other.
I'm ready when you are.
I don't want to pull it out long. Like it is.
I cannot hit that satellite.
Yeah, you're too close.
I'll throw it a couple more grand on top. Let's go, baby.
Mike's risky plan is to transform a highly modified race car back to the truck. Not for a second start.
Hey, can you run your go truck down here? We're kind of stuck. I don't feel like digging.
After getting two trucks stuck in the mud, Mike's calling his neighbor Dave to back up.
No more. That's all I do. Silent Mike, we're going to try to take the truck out of the mud hole, get it under the left. Ready, Mike? Ready? We found a few more problems. Of course we did.
Back at the shop, welder Rick is struggling to repair the rust on Mike's brother's 64 Buick.
My told my brother we'd give him a good deal. He loves the car, and I don't want it to turn into a friggin' nightmare for him where he can't afford to finish it. We're finding more rust than we expected. Under him, like, rust in the bottom. Oh, yeah, more here.
You need to blast this thing probably from the doorpost this way. Ouch. I know. Mike going into a hole to help his brother, and now it's taking time away from more profitable projects.
What do you figure for John?
Probably a week.
Well, I've screwed him enough in the past. I think this is getting in return. What do you call karma? Basically, what we're going to start you on is all the dirty work. Disassembly, mechanical, reassembly. You're going to be getting lots of full time.
Mike and his lead body man, Greg, hired 17-year-old auto body apprentice Cassidy McEwen to help with the wheeling workload.
I come from a family of gearheads. I've been working on cars since I was just a little girl, so this was like a great job to get.
Basically, all we work on is old stuff.
These cars are a lot cooler to work on.
Well, they are. Well, they're individual.
It's amazing that I got this job. Cars are so different. Like, you see them driving down the street and you're in awe, right? That's why I love them.
There's so many cars to do, and our time frame is just getting compressed and compressed. Hopefully, she's eager and puts in a good effort. She's going to be here a long time. We'll find out. It won't take long. Okay, I'll leave you in great shape in the lab. I got stuff to do. We're just going to use that car always open.
Yeah. At the lower shop,
You want to put the motor in the stand first?
Connor, Mike, and Avery are testing the brand new crate dead set motor before it's installed in Mike's residence. Install box.
Oh, look at that, Connor. There's a point of breaking an engine to go to the other side. When it's not smoking, not barking, not barking, then you know you've got a good one. You ready? Fire it up. Why does it sound like it's hammering in there? You hear that? You're gonna be kidding me. Something's hitting on the pan.
Really?
There's a dent on the pan.
Yeah, that caved in at least half an inch.
Loud noises in an engine is not a good thing. Well, if we have to scrap the DB motor, that's basically a $7,000 hit to the bottom line.
Oh yeah, she's got that letter. Well, that's no good.
It's a good thing we stopped when we did. The counterweight was hitting the oil pan. It only ran 5-6 seconds, but we were starting to get some metal filing. It doesn't take much metal filing to ruin your bearings.
They'll have to flush the engine and track down a new oil pan before they can test for permanent damage.
Bolt it back up so nothing gets inside the motor. Set everything down. Total a loss of waste of time. Gas. Want to run the truck into Lord Cove? There's a bunch of parts there for us.
Work on the foam mods is on hold until Mike gets a new oil pan.
I don't have my license.
What do you mean you don't have a license?
I failed my test.
You gotta have a license to work here. If you're working at a restoration shop, you gotta have a driver's license. There's parts to pick up, parts to deliver. It's like being a pizza delivery guy with a bicycle. Avery, what? You're now driving instructor.
Also, I'm settling last. This was my third time.
Cassidy's going for a third try at getting a license in a few weeks.
If you can drive this brick with the old fuel, you can almost drive anything, okay? You ready to hit the dry out? Like that is what you don't do. Okay.
The biggest obstacle in my driving test is trying to keep myself calm. I kind of panic and get a little, like, nervous and intimidated.
Okay, jam it first gear. Flip the clutch out a little bit so it starts to pick up. Make it gentle. You hold the brake. Okay, relax. Let the clutch out. Let. Oh, try it again. Cassidy right now is all over the place. She just needs to calm down, and she'll be perfectly fine. Let your clutch out. And let the brake off. Now let the brake off. Let the clutch out. Let out the clutch. Oh, don't be looking at me. There you go. Okay, wind this old kick up. Okay, that's right. Let the clutch out gently.
first. I don't know, it's still most soft. It's the clutch it. Soft, get your high gear.
Kind of hard driving a big truck like that, so it didn't really go all that well. I got a little flustered. I hope I can figure this thing out.
We'll get you through this. That was fun yet? Do we have a creeper here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Well, back at the shop, Connor and Mike are pulling the exhaust from the '66 Buick Riviera. This does not look like fun.
If it was easy, anybody would do it. The only thing with you and my brother's car is, I mean, we're super busy, but here's my brother with the family thing, and I want to see him happy.
Hurry up and get that done on 12:30.
Hey, we got all day. This thing takes time.
Don't have all day. We got other projects. You don't really have the manpower or the time to get that car done. Like it's family, but it's, you know, you got to keep the business part of it, right? Hold over here.
Okay, you still got to cut it back here.
Yeah. I don't have enough room to work.
Okay, well then we got to raise the jack now.
More? I want the tires jacket.
You sit me under there until I get a block, okay?
I ain't gonna do it.
I only have one son. I don't need him getting hurt here.
Okay. There we go.
Now we're secure. That better? Okay. I'm gonna go grab torches. Go get a pair of gloves. Connor, go get a pair of gloves. 6,000 degrees on it really fast. What's the point? Just to prove how tough you are? Everybody knows how stupid you are. Oh. Take it in cold water right now, or you get a third degree right now. Put it in cold water for 15 minutes.
Oh, that's bad.
Here, go outside.
That would look rough. Yeah, it hurts.
I'm sure it does. You got gloves.
That was stupid.
I put on some gloves. Yeah, here. Might be some in here, Connor.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think Connor might have inherited my addiction to taking risks. Whether it's bravery or stupidity, that's for someone else to determine. Tony, our first aid guy. Third degree burn. Just ran the torches right across his hand.
That'll numb it. It'll take away the sting on it.
I'm overcommitted with the resources and the staff that I have. I can't afford to lose Connor right now.
Connor will be out of commission until his hand heals.
Are you doing okay?
I'm fine.
I think you're gonna live.
Yeah, it ain't gonna kill me.
Let me just cut these across out. I shit in the face of danger. Do as I say, not as I do. So this is your first time taking your test?
That's my third time.
What?
Mike is determined not to lose another member of his team.
Cassidy is an integral part of our team. Motivated. Without her, we wouldn't keep our tight schedule. Okay. We're going to go for riding in a big block out that. When you're more worried about failing the test as opposed to concentrating on driving, it's easy to fail. Start it and get us
Isn't that Nala?
Okay, first gear, watch all the way in.
Yeah.
First, gas, and like you feel the front. Shoulder check, let it out.
Yeah.
Stick to the inside lane. Watch out. Okay, that's okay.
I'm gonna install it.
The clutch is off.
Yeah, you
Okay, grab here. Over, nice and slow. Yeah. Let it do a couple burn-offs, like feel the power. Make driving more fun as opposed to stressful. Rev her up to about 3 grams. Rev her up, more. Okay, now when you let the clutch out, when it starts to grab, hammer it. Okay, you don't do that. Down the second, clutch out. Okay, you went to 4. That's okay. Just turn. Okay, get into these now. Yeah.
Una caseta, ¿ves? Lo que está engañando, ¿ves?
Don't make it a bunch of stupid small mistakes. I'm worried like I cut movies if I don't get my driver's license soon. That's scary yet?
No, don't worry about it. There's only one way to learn. You make mistakes. Otherwise, you would have passed the first time. put one more coat of primer on it. Should be ready for final.
Oh, that's starting to look like something, eh? Mike's brother Kevin has come by to inspect his 64 Riviera. Looks good.
Well, it looked a little better than we were originally planning.
Mike's already in the red on the project, but he hasn't given up trying to convince Kevin of his own vision for the car.
You can't even see your tires. Stand here. Like, where the car? Oh, there they are. I mean, you know what I mean.
I hear what you're saying, Mike.
Because it just looks,
I hear what you're saying.
it looks like terrible. I like fatty. To me, that's a muscle car. You should have some rubber on the road. Him, it's a personal luxury vehicle. I'll pay for half of one.
No. Okay, here's the deal. The cast aluminum wheel covers are one of the coolest features in this car.
Yes, they are.
The wheel covers on Kevin's Riviera aren't original. 64, this car came with cast aluminum wheel covers. It's almost impossible to find them in really good condition.
See, well, this one looks pretty good.
Yeah? Mike just happens to have a pair in his collection.
If we can find a full set of 64 wheel covers, maybe, just maybe, he might be open to the idea of running just a little bit wider tires. How rare are they?
They are very rare, because all the tire jockeys kept thinking they were hubcaps, and they tried to lever them off and broke them because they're actually bolted on. Literally, the last set I saw that was not quite show quality, $2,500 American.
I told you that car was too cheap.
No, he screwed me on the car. Look at this stuff. Wow, look at that.
A treasure trove of treasures.
Arts experts Sarah Ward and Avery have spent 6 hours scouring Rust Valley for the 1964 Riviera wheel covers. They're as rare as head keys. Nobody has them. Hey, Blair, how you doing, man?
Hey, Avery.
Their last stop is local car collector Blair Tchaikovsky.
Blair, you know we're doing a Riviera for Kevin, eh?
Yeah.
Mike's brother.
Yeah.
We're looking for period correct rims to maybe spruce up the wheels. You got anything laying around that might work on that?
These things are so hard to find these days. I got a truckload of shit in the back you can have a look at.
Sure, let's go take a look. You got a thing for Spitfires, eh?
I don't know what happened there. I was kind of a mistake. Kind of in the back here. I don't know what I got back here either. You don't watch the bushes. I said, maybe you gotta kind of dig through these days. It's been a while. I don't even know last time I was back here. But anyway, I know there's a bunch of hubcaps in the back of this one. I'll move a few things to get in there. Like I say, I gotta dig through. They don't know what I got.
Look at that.
That's a cool one.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Read that off. That's Plymouth. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
It's good. That's too ugly. What is this one?
That looks just like it. Looks like the same size, looks like the same pattern. It's definitely it, Avery. 100%.
Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious.
There might be another one on the front of the car. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. What did you have in mind for both of them?
It doesn't really, it's $100 each.
How about $75 for both of them?
Yeah.
Would you take 100 for both of them?
Yeah, because Mike gives me good deals.
Yeah, perfect, man. I got some rare soft money for you. There you go. Thank you, sir. Mike is gonna lose his mind when he sees what we found. Let's get down to the shop.
We're gonna go that way.
Okay, today.
On their way back, Avery takes a wrong turn.
Look at the water everywhere. It's flooding, eh?
The road ahead has been washed out by days of rain.
Look at that guy turning around. He wants no part of it.
No, I won't.
Going around this mess could take hours. We have to get back to the shop. You know what they say? Don't ever let fear and common sense slow you down. What the?
The Grizzly has stalled, leaving Sarah and Avery to Brandon.
There's water everywhere. It knocks the fuel solenoid wire off of it. Ow! My God, that's hot. Look at that. It wetted the air cleaner out. Sucked it right closed. We better let it sit here for a couple minutes and dry out. The fuel pump's all wet. That's not good. We've got 100 things to do, and this is turning out to be a total nightmare.
Told you we shouldn't have gone that fast.
But you know what? You don't take risks. You never know what the outcome's going to be. Well, look at that. Let's get out of here.
Avery, where are you hiding?
He's not here. Of course not.
Tony!
You're lucky I'm losing my voice, little buddy.
You want to come give me a hand?
Sure.
First thing we got to do is get rid of this roll cage and gut all this race car stuff.
Mike still has a long way to go to get his 64 Beaumont restored and sold.
Turning into a drag car, they had to do a lot of modifications. We're going to have to undo all those modifications to put it back to a four something. That's why it's risky. Okay.
Shop hand Tony Dirksen is helping them remove the old race car's roll cage.
Hopefully we can get it out without cutting it in half. Yeah. Still worth $100 to somebody, right? That is pretty thick steel, man. Oh, baby.
Might have been the blade on it. Get it back here.
Push this end side against there.
No glue on it.
Okay.
There we go. It's cutting good for the thickness, for sure.
Oh, that's warm. Baby. Like a hot, nice and warm butter. Beauty. Can we slide it over and get one piece out the door? Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got it. Okay. Can you get the legs out? Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Solid cage. Beauty. Nice piece.
With the roll cage out, Tony can get started on the rest of the bodywork.
So basically, we've got to get rid of the choke front end. We got to get rid of those quarters, but we happen to have a brand new set in the container for it. Bring it back from the dead, man. Yeah. It's going to be a really big job. Hopefully, there's some profit in there for us. Where are you, on holiday?
Not really. My God, it's going to mess this.
The next morning, Avery still hasn't shown up at the shop.
What? What's going on?
I was at the hospital half a day yesterday, Mike.
Bullshit. Suck it up, princess. We need some help. We're just about to attack that broken stud on that rib block. Hurry up before we stop.
Okay, bye.
John, Mike, tomorrow's got to get done. Today it's got to get painted. Tomorrow it's going back in the car. There's a lot of work to do, and we're running out of time. Hey, Don, what do we need?
Your magnet down here to catch the filing from going into the oil pan.
Mike can't wait for Avery. He's asked his neighbor Doug Melnick to help him perform a delicate surgery on the 64 Riviera engine.
Doug is my ace in the hole. He's tired, cannon.
Well, you're looking good.
I'm sure this isn't your first rodeo, but I've never done this.
The bolt holding the water pump has snapped, leaving the stud stuck in the body of the motor.
It's not good. It's not good at all. We've got to try and get it out without screwing the block up. You want to drill it? That way I can blame you if you
No, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Are you Catholic? Say a Hail Mary.
They need to drill square through the center of the bolt without damaging the motor around it.
That engine is irreplaceable. There's only one with that VIN number stamped on it. So yeah, it's got. Oh.
You're down here.
Down.
What was that?
Probably when the handbrake and off.
Well, if we break the chip off, then we're going to have a hell of a time trying to drill it.
Scaring me, Doug. Break this shit off in there, we're really. That's cramping us. Okay. Killing me. Whoa. Whoa. Holy. She's biting. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've touched the threads yet, but I don't want to get any closer, Doug. Avery, hurry up. The shit's hitting the fan. We need some help. Holy.
What do you think, Michael?
Holy. I think you should be going to the hospital.
What's that look like?
Unreal, man.
Yeah, they think I got got.
This is what we've got so far. We were hoping we could get it to move because I didn't want to drill it anymore because I don't
Up the thread valuable. Threads up. Keep drilling.
well, we can't drill with these ones. They grab too tight.
How fast are drill turning?
Super slow. Like,
No! Spin that drill as fast as you can.
You want to give her a whirl?
I'll give her. You're worried about something that's not that big a deal.
well, this is the numbers matching 425 dual 4-barrel out of my brother's car. He
Well,
has a big
we got too many feelings for the car. Just drill a son of a bitch out.
you know what? About it. You're through. Let's just
Where's your tablet? Sometimes you're too careful, you're too nervous, and you'll create a problem. So just go ahead and just attack it. It'll come out one way or the other. It looks good, eh?
Think you've done her, Avery?
perfect. Even Avery with half of 2 eyes is better than most average mechanics.
I hate to get something with my eye. Okay, ready? 1 week later. Connor and Avery have recovered. That's good. And the Beaumont engine is running.
There it is. Okay. All we need is a clutch, pressure blade, flywheel, got scatter shield, and the Beaumont. Bada boom, bada bing. With any luck, I'm hoping the Beaumont, once it's done, if it's done right, should be some profit. Hey, Steve.
Come on in, man.
All right, big Beaumont's coming.
Fits good. It's nice and tight.
Perfect.
I took 1 full garbage pail on my snap out of this piece. This was a
It's a pretty tough market. There's a chance we'll get payoff.
Let's pull back. We'll get the other hoist brought over here. Put this thing together.
But there's also a chance for a big setback. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Mike. Dave, what can I do for you, Dave? I thought maybe you had something a little better than this that I might buy. I hear you have Beaumont you're just about ready to part with.
Avery! What? Bring it out! That's the baby right there, 66 Port Deluxe.
What's the last meeting first?
Look at that, he's making sense. It is a rare one, original Deluxe Beaumont.
Nice body work.
Look at that jewel. A 355 horse, 400 foot-pounds of torque.
She looks good.
All the upholstery's brand new.
Yeah, nice job.
New springs, new foam.
That's a brand
There,
new.
put your ass in there.
Brings back the good old days.
That's right.
They've done a hell of a job. Came out of the showroom.
Yeah, I guess all that's left now is take it for a burn.
Very good. Back in the old days, this thing actually used to be a drag car.
But it still feels like a racer.
It still doesn't fall. Start impressing your friends and hammered on it. How the old lady screaming, "Stop the car! Stop the car!"
They've made a premium machine, no doubt.
Goes like hell.
Well, what do you think, Dave? She goes not bad, eh, for a small
No,
boy?
it would look good in my garage. What do I have to pay to take it home?
Okay, as is, 45 grand.
Oh, I can't go that high. But
I got probably 1,000 hours on the car. Like, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. Are you serious? I mean, it's like
I would take it for 35.
37,
I'll meet you in the middle.
36. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Can't win a 2-5 ticket, right? But in the end, well, let's do it. The way my focus. 36, exactly. So rare beast. Says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah.
Mike's planning to sneak a fatter set of tires on his brother's car.
We're gonna try my brother Kev. We're just dropping off the tires to the rib. We've got some new white walls coming. Probably have to do this paper route. A little bit wider. You look good. All right, up the way. Ooh, that should be a pretty good. I hope he's happy. older brother always knows best.
How you doing, bro?
Good.
Clarinus number 2.
Hey, it ain't so, bro.
Back at the shop, Kevin wants to go over some final details for his car. Number 2,
Clarence,
you like it?
I don't like it. You like it. It's your car. I'll go with it.
Okay. In regards to the wheels and tires, let's stick with what we got. Let's get those
Get
wheel
as wide
covers.
as we can, though.
No. Stock metric tires. Those wheel covers are classic. No surprises.
No surprise.
Don't surprise me.
Rick, Michael, he knows the Big Meister.
Rick is making some last-minute repairs to the 64 Buick wheel covers.
Remember the one that was so bad?
Yeah.
I got it through. And we can use them for half.
Okay, nice, Rick.
Yeah.
Mike and his brother have very different visions for this car.
I mean, it's kind of tricky for me because it's not a normal client. But I know my brother is having to take a little leap of faith here. It takes a little bit of courage for him to give the keys to his pride and joy and walk away, praying to God that what he gets back in the end is going to be what he wanted. He put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this job, and I just hope he really likes it. Keep it coming. Yeah, have a little more. Yes, hang on. Ooh, my brother's gonna freak when he sees that. That looks great.
Pull it tight, hold on his back. Right there is perfect for his eye.
Okay, big night tonight. Car's done. We've got my brother coming out to do the big reveal of the rev, and we're having a little Barbie. It's gonna be an all-around nice family moment. Hey, Mom. Good to see you. Grab me. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jan. Anastasia. Well, Ross Brothers isn't making much money on this car, but it doesn't matter. This is Mia for Mia, my family, whatever. It's not always about the money, despite what my kid says. Okay, bro, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, put this on.
But seriously.
Seriously, don't peek.
Alright. Mike's had some different ideas on the car than I have. I'm hoping it's going to turn out like I see it in my mind.
I hope you like it, Kev.
I hope I like it too.
Hope you like it, Kev. Okay, hold it down.
Okay.
Hold it there. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? There it is.
That is so much better. Wow.
Ooh.
But you don't meet people.
I don't know.
Hey, Mom.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, it turned out nice. That's what the Buick should look like.
You got almond paint. A beautiful gleaming white interior. Beautiful woodwork on the dash and the panel.
Nice.
Paint and detail the engine. And that big honking dual snorkel air cleaner. Stunning car. Stunning.
And the wheels came out right. 17s or big hides would not have added to this. In the end, Mike decided not to surprise his brother with fatter tires. Do you see the vision now?
Yeah, I see the vision. I was wrong. My little brother was right. The little bastard, Carl. Come on, Cal. Let's take it for a burn. You've been waiting a long time, bro.
Actually, Mike, you're not going in my car.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, you're not going in the car in those clothes.
Okay, I'll be back.
I've never seen you look so clean, bro. Mike, you guys did a really nice job on this. That's what I was looking for.
It's not a muscle car, it's a personal luxury vehicle. The thing just oozes fun. No muscle, fun. Rock and fat. You got to take the car we both love and do something with it, Cal.
I'm proud of you, man.
That looks really good.
It's gonna make me cry.
Oh, what, you stole your boyfriend's truck?
Congratulations. First time. Does it feel?
It feels awesome. Yeah.
Well, now you can terrorize your mom all the time. Look, Mom, I gotta like that.
Well, I definitely feel like I can help out more now here at the shop and go pick up parts to do running around, so it's not so stressful on everybody else. But now I need a car.
But I'm not gonna lend you the Chevelle. Maybe the Firefly. Congratulations. Here's the bottom line. We've got 400 cars in friggin' inventory. We can't pay you in rust. It takes cash. We're gonna go through this whole yard, figure out which ones we should be restoring and which ones we should just flog without touching.
Mike Hall is struggling to get his fledgling restoration business off the ground.
Wages, overhead, materials. The shop costs me about 12 to 1,500 bucks a day. When I start adding parts onto it, some days it's $3,000-4,000 days.
You really gonna be on the farm with stuff?
I'm not gonna give them away, but I just like to get 50, 60,000 while you guys don't work till fall, okay? Shut, are you feeling all right, Mike, to work?
I'm worried a little bit because we need cash back. There hasn't been a whole lot of profit here yet. Cash flow is a pretty big problem.
To keep the business rolling, Connor and Avery are pushing Mike to sell off some of his unfinished inventory of 400 cars.
Okay, this one here is a very rare car. Original 340 4-speed Curious Yellow Duster. And it's not that bad a shape.
What do you want to put on this thing? 7 of the 10?
We aren't putting prices on. We're discussing it.
My dad talks a big game, but when push comes to shove, I highly doubt he's gonna sell this stuff.
This is a 1970 Super V. We're not writing anything on this one because I don't want to sell it. NFS. Not for sale.
If somebody walked by and wanted to buy it, what's it worth? 15?
It's not for sale.
What's it?
It's not for sale.
Well, let's put a price on it anyway.
I'm not gonna because somebody might offer it.
If somebody comes by and wanted to buy this car, what would be a good profit margin on it for you to get rid of it?
15K. LOL. There we go.
Okay, you happy? There is 400 of them out here.
I know, but that's 40 years collecting this. If I just flog it all now without doing something with it, then what have I done? I wasted 40 years of my.
I
want
you
to
know
bring
what?
them back.
In all honesty,
I want to bring them back to life.
Mike, you know what? You kind of need money. Don't you have something that we can build and actually make some money on? Something that's already partway done? Yeah. Ready to get started already? If you want selling these cars without working on them, hopefully he can at least find some that are close to being finished that we can get in and out the door, quick flip, and just make a little bit of cash.
We started one down here somewhere, 68 Chevelle. It's actually a big block 4-speed car. It's really rare. Where is that 68? How do you lose track of a big block Chevelle like that? I don't know, but I'm on it. Oh, there it is.
Pre-owned artifact.
That's it. This is a super cool car. 68 was the first year of the party style. It was super sport, big block, top of the line, 4-speed.
I like that part.
In Canada, they made 2,100 of these. FS, not FS 4-speed. So maybe it's around 1,000. No kidding. No kidding. In 1968, the Chevelle was as good as it got for GM. The power bulge hood, the 4-speed, the big block, the bump, 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 bump. And they look nasty.
Produced between 1964 and 1977, the Chevelle was arguably the most popular car of the muscle car era. In 1968, the Chevelle was given an aggressive redesign with a longer hood and shorter wheelbase. The top-of-the-line Super Sport 396 cost just over $3,000.
Where's all the rest of the parts for it?
They're somewhere.
Yeah.
They're somewhere.
Even though Mike has all the parts, it's going to take a lot longer to put this car together than he thinks it's going to take.
If I'm not mistaken, we did the frame and all the disc brakes about 6-7 years ago. Everything's good.
Well, you must be into it for just about 20 grand.
We rounded it up.
Well, at least you get some of your old money back.
Well,
He's already got the money in it. It's something that we don't have to start from scratch. We got most of a part here anyway.
We've got parts cards. 4 or 5 more of these cars for knickknacks. We didn't have to buy squat for this car. We could do this budget-wise for about 5,000 bucks.
What's this car worth finished?
40, 50 grand at least. It's done right.
You know what? I'm having some good thoughts about this car. Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's go. Get up to the shop.
Whoa!
I can't believe this thing's still out there and all 4 times.
He's been dreaming about that 68 Chevelle for about 40 years now. I know he had one when he was a kid that he had to sell.
He's a winner in my mind.
Hopefully he can build it and just see it as a paycheck. If we don't get the cars out the door, we'll get deep water really fast.
Minnie, come on.
Holy Mike, it looks like we're at your house. What are you getting us into?
Wait till you see this.
Mike and Avery are visiting an important potential client on the far side of town.
Oh, look at that!
Richard!
Hoping to score a big job restoring a classic Dodge Power Wagon.
I've never seen one with a sloped hood.
Yeah, 41.
I used to own 7 or 8 of them, but this one I've never seen. It's a 1941 military. Instead of being flat on the top, it has a sloped hood and a rounded grille, and it just has a really cool look to it.
When the U.S. joined the Second World War in 1941,
motor here. And this baby's like brand new. It's good. We just have to figure out how to repair these little dents.
All right, Richard, we're just going to take that and we're going to make you a new one.
We're trying to keep it original as we can without changing parts.
Richard's the kind of guy that likes things stock. I admire him for it. It makes our job a lot harder.
Richard wants a full stock restoration, which means keeping all the parts original.
We're preserving some actual history from 1941, so it's important to leave it all original.
It's not that bad, Avery, for what it is.
I think there's more important things to worry about like than that block size.
Richard's a pretty big wheel in this neck of the woods, and his opinion's pretty important. He wants it as close to it was to 1941. If we can make it, that's what we're going to do.
Richard, I know when we looked at it this winter, I gave you what I thought was a decent price. I said 15 grand.
I think you're missed him. Like,
No, I don't think so.
like look at the grill. It's all up and straightened.
I know. It's a minor detail.
That's all a minor detail that adds up into a big detail, Mike. This 1941 Power Wagon is a totally different challenge than anything we've done in here before. Have you ever did body work on this stuff? Like the metal's so thick that it just doesn't.
I know because we're running.
It doesn't matter. Taking the dents out of it, you need about a 4-pound sludge to knock the dents out of it. See if you can come up with a little bit more. Okay.
Avery thinks the quote I gave you is a little light. So how about we make it about 18?
Just need a little bit of a buffer zone in there. Not even that.
I'm going to have to spend some on the engine, all the drives, the rear end, bring them back to you.
We will reassemble, get it running. Can we say 18?
Okay, done deal. Okay, so let's put her on the trailer.
Go a little further. Center harder, Abe.
Looking good. I smell success.
I think that's pretty close.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, nice break.
What are you doing?
My foot slipped off the clutch.
Oh, Jesus. What's with this guy? Is he out of his mind?
Whoa!
For mother sake. As far as Mike and his crew go, they're 100%. But Avery, I don't know where he came from. I think he drifted in a log across the lake or something. The wheel's turning.
Yeah, okay, this way a bit, Richard. Just a little bit. Okay, good, good. A little more. Okay, hold it. That's the problem. We got to get him back down.
Push on the front wheel.
Yeah. Okay, a little more. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay. Now we got to move the truck ahead about 6 inches. Not that difficult. We can manage this. Okay, good. Whoa. That's probably good there, eh? Picking up that power wagon was a total fiasco. We're one mistake away from losing Richard as a client. This shop can't afford to lose any client. Okay, thanks, Richard. We'll be in touch. Oh, you look professional. Classic. We moved everything in these containers 3 times. Let's start at the farthest one and just take a quick look. Chevelle school car. Started at, I don't know, 5 years maybe. Bought a bunch of Ford.
Oh, great.
Mike's new business is strapped for cash. So he's racing to get the 68 Chevelle built and sold.
I know somewhere in these 6 containers, most of those parts are hiding. The good part is there's only 6 containers, so I mean, how hard can it be? No, I don't see any Chevelle parts in this one. 1 down, 5 to go, eh? In this one. What we got in here, eh? Hey, caramba. We need the cash flow really bad. We need it like yesterday. We need the cash flow. Oh, so far we're 0 for 2, eh? Like, whatever. We only got 4 left. We're 2 down.
4 days finding this stuff. You
Relax.
can have it.
What is in here? Ah! There we go. This is what we're looking for. 68 SS hood. It's beautiful. I don't want to dent it. It's an expensive hood.
Give me that thing.
Hang on, watch it off. Watch it off.
Watch the bottom.
Okay, let me just see if there's anything else that looks familiar in here. Oh, what's the sauce? Oh, what's this for?
Hey, Mike.
Oh, Canadian. I haven't been in here in about 5 years, man.
Mike, come here. Give me a hand of this son of a bitch.
Okay, out of here. Ooh, okay, take this.
Oh,
This looks like drivers.
there's a mountain nest right there that just fell on me.
That's 68 Chevelle. We're halfway there. We almost got a car.
Halfway there, we got a door, Mike.
Cheers, Connor. I know these are the right doors. Guaranteed.
Well, before he tracks down a motor, Connor and Mike get started assembling the newly found parts.
I hate them talk. Oh, strip the ball, sorry. Anyway, what that means.
He's old school. He wants to fix everything. The wrenches, I don't know. It's just something he's always done. He's kind of weird like that. Close.
Close enough to rock and roll.
Hey, what's up, Avery? Hey, man, how you doing?
You get that big block? Oh, look at that.
Avery dug out a big block engine that Mike's had sitting in storage for years.
It's almost 450 horse, 500 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, basically, you've got 80, 90 horse more than what that car came with, more torque. It's a perfect engine to put in that car. Big block car, big block engine.
You should pull the pan and just see what it looks like inside.
Okay, well, let's get on the tires this morning.
Look at the rust. It has been sitting a long time. Rust isn't good on the outside. This on the inside is catastrophic. Take a $7,000 engine and turn to the scrap.
Good. Do we really want to bust the gas?
Yeah, we really do. For the 2 minutes it takes, we're here, we can look. There could be a dead squirrel in it. That should pass. He could be dead in it.
Okay, whatever. Tear it apart. But use the ratchet. I don't like using impact.
You want to know something about impact and plugs? You have a better shot getting with an impact on the first
Well,
blow.
that's brand new. I bet
It's
you the other.
just see this hole right here. Pull on me. Pull on it.
There it is.
That'll be rough.
Yeah, keep going in.
Oh, hold on, Avery.
What do you think?
I think it looks pretty safe.
Fingers crossed, everything looks good. Okay, let's get this hooked up. Let's spin it around. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, we've got tranny.
Grab a bolt.
The 68 valve, it should be pretty quick to button it up and get it out the door.
Push. That's good. Now just relax. I got it on the valve. Just set it all the way down. Yeah, I see a problem already. Looks like it's hanging up, does it not? Yep, it is. Sitting on the oil pan. This is the wrong oil pan.
You got it, kidding.
No, we have a problem on something that was supposed to be easy.
Gary, just the man I want to talk to. You need a different oil pan.
Parts are going to be damn near impossible to find. And what we do find will probably be long shipping, waiting for parts, blah, blah, blah. We don't have a lot of extra time to spend on this car. We need to get it out the door, put some money in the bank.
Yeah, okay. Let me do some digging. I'll call you on yourself.
Okay, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it, bud.
What do you think, Mike?
I figure it's time to carry this thing apart. Just one thing, go gentle. That's all what happened when you loaded it. The client is a little leery.
Yeah, that was a little different story. While they wait for the Chevelle's oil pan to arrive, Mike and Avery are getting started disassembling the 41 Power Wagon.
Promise me gentle after the gong show loading the power wagon. I think we're one major faux pas for losing Richard as a client. So the rest of this disassembly has to be perfect. Avery, we need bags. Tags. I don't think.
You know what, Mike? There's probably not going to be one reusable bolt out of this thing.
See, we're restoring a piece of history. Richard is very picky about trying to keep this vehicle as close up and original as possible.
The client is stopping by later today to check on their progress.
Avery, what do you need for wrenching? Trying to undo it.
The bolt was all rounded off, Mike.
We never put a wrench on it. Whatever it's done.
I did because I didn't want to waste my time.
But I tell him try and save stuff, and the first thing he grabs is the grinder. It irritates the shit out of me.
Avery! Quit! It doesn't matter. It does matter. I just want to get it done, and he wants to feel the sin of using a ratchet and a wrench. We're not going to make any money if we don't move quickly. If we took every bolt off the way Mike wanted to take it off, we'd be there for 3 years undoing bolts. You can't make any money like that. Avery, they're coming undone like nothing. They're coming. Yeah, so why don't...
Richard!
Holy mackerel. What are you doing? Loosen some stuff up. The threads and stuff, they were so rusty they wouldn't come off, so I cut them with the grinder to get rid of them.
Now, you don't understand. We're trying to keep it original. There's no logic to me in destroying the thing. It's history. It's vintage history. Why don't we just leave this thing here and just go buy all brand new parts and make another one? They've destroyed something original that you can't find or buy anymore. Make sure you don't break anything.
Avery's my sidekick. He's my #1 guy, but this is my shop. This is my vacation.
Are you sure Avery wants to work on this one?
Okay, I'm having a brain fart when I put all of the wrenches.
Oh, Mike!
I'm just seeing what size it is. Shut up.
Mike's giving Avery a break from the power wagon and putting him back to work on the 68 Chevelle. It really wasn't my intention to piss Richard off, but you know, things happen. No, you can't do it like that. Mike,
You know what I'm saying?
they're barely on there, man.
How would you like to do it? Go get an impact. Go get an impact. You can break them all.
There's no waiting on an oil pan, but Mike needs Avery's help with a simple task.
That flex plate is for an automatic transmission. We plan on running this car as a standard because that's the way it came. So the flex plate has to go. Flywheel has to get bolted back on.
Are we gonna paint this block or is it going
Yeah,
in all
sooner
right?
or later. Once we see if it's good, I'm not wasting any time on it. So I know it's good.
There's nothing the matter with it.
I'll put up with so much, but I mean, yeah, he can push me too far. Hope for the best, plan for the worst, Dave. Just
Watch this, Mike, watch this.
No. You don't have to do that. This is brand new. We don't want to bend it. It's not going to come like that, eh? I think it's got to be wiggled off. Here. Oh.
Good catch.
Working with Avery's downright dangerous. That's what working with Avery's like. Lucky I still have all my teeth today. I think it could have caught me in the chops as well as under the armpit. I think we're going to call you muscle car moron instead of muscle car MacGyver. Why don't you go off and work on something else? There are limits to my patience. Jesus.
Where's my battery at? It drives me crazy. This morning, Avery isn't at work. He's at his own restoration shop, a business he put on hold to work for Mike this summer. Hey, my patience is gone. Oh, I decided to take a little bit of time out from the shop, get some of my stuff done. Everybody's driving me mentally insane. To clear his head, Avery's rebuilding an old Mercedes Unimog, a German farming vehicle from the 1960s. You know, I hope this thing starts up. It's been sitting for a while. I just hope it starts. Whew, look at that, it's fiery. I have fixed motors and junk ever since I was probably about grade 8. I worked in a garage. I've done things by myself and my way my whole life. I definitely have an opinion. Oh, it's aggravating. What's the light? Shit. They should have probably stayed in the field. Oh well. Me and Mike, we're both kind of the same. And we're both used to being in charge. Oh, it creates a bit of a problem because we both want to be right. And it takes a little bit for both of us to calm down and agree on something.
Avery, what time you start, dude?
Yeah?
I got something for you to do, big fella.
Oh, I can't wait. Mike is putting Avery back to work on the 41 Power Wagon.
Avery can push my buttons. He drives me nuts. But he's a friend of mine. I care for the guy. Why don't you pull out your muscle car MacGyver skills and do some shits and giggles and try and fire this thing up?
When's the last time you think this thing was started?
Who knows? Could be 20, 30, 40 years. Who the hell knows?
You know what? I just by looking at it, I would have to say it was at least 30 years. It's an old truck. This was sitting out in the field for probably 30 plus years. But if I can get this motor running, possibly I can get back in Richard's good books. Let's take a look at the battery up and just see if it makes any sparks, okay?
Move the hell over. Okay. Right. Oh, there's power there somewhere. I can hear it clicking.
Avery tried hot wiring the truck.
Oh! Think there's a starter with.
Well, obviously somebody was here before. Jump in there just, you know what, Mike, and see if the key actually will turn this thing over.
You got it. Okay, I think we need some gas. You got compression, you got spark, you got gas. It should run. So if we can get 3 out of 3, it's gonna run. Oh, that's almost kind of fire.
Oh, listen to that.
Oh, oh, oh! Unbelievable. Give it some gas. What are you waiting for? The great indication? That was running. Keep it running, keep it running. thing, man, like, so I thought I was hallucinating. You could barely hear it. Good job, man. Gabriel's now just, it got to be directed. He does have a few rough edges. We're just going to kind of grind them off slowly, car by car. You do that. Is that your understanding? Oh, sure. Since when did you drink club soda?
You trained me.
Muy caliente, mi amiga. We're going to finish some disassembly on our way. Jose. Ooh, baby.
Look at mine. Keep going. Oh, you'll never take me out of the coffers.
Okay, the frame, the guys in Long Beach did do the powder coating. It's going to be a beautiful piece. The size of those was 8.5 inch.
Yeah, they are. After a week of delays, the new oil pan for Mike's 68 Chevelle has finally arrived.
Well, it is a big deal when you're waiting for the parts. I mean, we need the cash flow, like we got. Instead of running, driving, and paying it, well, we're not going to sell it here. Finally, this is next to God, dude. That's when it comes to personal oil. Plan to get the oil pan on, we're going to preheat the cab. On that technical jargon.
We need to find a table so we can put our shit on.
How about right there?
There's a table right outside. Put your cardboard on there. Use that for our table. Who put the bolts in there?
I didn't.
Now we're gonna swallow. Let me put it right in the mold. You don't want any debris floating around. If you get dirty engine, it'll hurt the engine. It's kind of like putting sand in your underwear and running around. It ain't good.
Houston, we have a problem. It's not going to clear this. It's not wide enough to clear the flange.
If you also look at the bolts in this bike, they also don't line up.
That's the wrong pan. Jesus. We already cut this box apart.
You don't have a box, they won't take the back.
Okay.
Here. They don't take nothing back with a box. Is there any tape here? No.
Hey, Gary, what's up?
So that one didn't fit on the rear main, correct?
Yeah.
So I could get the proper one in that, but of course it's down to the state, so I gotta order it in.
We don't have much of a choice. What's your ETA? A week?
Yeah, week and a half.
Every minute gone is a minute lost. I gotta make money. I gotta keep my guys working. I gotta pay payroll. I gotta pay myself. God waits for no man.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Kat?
We have to show you something on the Chevelle. Like everything is off.
No.
The missing oil pan is just the tip of the iceberg. Cassidy and Mike's new auto body tech Brad have discovered a major problem with the Chevelle. 3/4 of an inch.
Sure?
It won't line up with the frame.
The buckle. Right there. Here, watch this.
Uh-oh, careful.
Everything's out of line. Frame's bent. It's crooked.
The Chevelle was supposed to be quick, simple, get it in, get it out. It hasn't turned out that way.
We can't go any further with her. We're dead in the water.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and this restoration is on the road to hell.
So much for a quick one on this one.
You guys straighten car frames.
No.
You don't do car frames.
Mike has a major problem with a car that he hoped would be a fast restoration and sale.
68 Chevelle SF 396.
The frame of the Chevelle is bent, and nobody in Rust Valley has the machinery to fix it.
I personally have never straightened a car frame. That's why they have frame shops. It's not something you do with a sledgehammer. We don't have the technology. We should just go for a quick look down in the field. Go get another frame.
Well, who says the other frame's better, right?
We got some potentials. I just hope we can find one better than what we got.
Their only option to keep the Chevelle build moving forward might be to replace the frame altogether.
Oh, look, this one's like a 72 Le Mans. An A-body? Yeah, I reckon Pontiacs might be different. No, that contour is different.
Yeah, hang on, different frame rate.
This is a 68. See, this thing got hit in the back.
Mike, as soon as you look at something where it's buckled,
Yeah.
it's going to be kicked down. I'll put money on it.
Yeah. Frame's bent back here bad.
Yeah.
What else is good here? This one is a Chevelle, the Beaumont clip.
I like the idea of this one, actually. Look at the back end of it.
Oh, it's a bit crusty back here, but I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think it would have rotted much. This thing's basically complete still.
Throw it on the hoist, have a look at it.
Well, is this the one? Oh, okay, somebody was torching something. Look at that.
The toe arm now has been cut out.
Why would they cut down?
You'd obviously had a seat bolt. That frame's so.
Well, what a bunch of shitheads. We're just gonna have to put this belt in the corner, shovel it off, and move on to something else. We're screwed until we can straighten it. Every time I turn around, I'm getting kicked in the nuts here on this car.
You want it all like that, so stay on it until it blasts away to silver.
Mike has put the Chevelle build on hold, and the crew is scrambling to get the 41 Power Wagon done to make up for the loss.
Greg, what's up?
The door is all twisted.
Was hoping for a couple quick turnarounds, generate some quick income. But I mean, nothing's easy. What do you think, Greg? Beautiful, hang on.
The year of Picasso.
Mike has these cars stashed all over the planet.
Right.
So, yeah, there's some artifacts here you might be interested